Pittsburgh Steelers had 7 picks in the 2019 NFL Draft heading into this past weekend. Now, after trading Marcus Gilbert to the Cardinals for a 6th-round pick and Antonio Brown for Oakland's 3rd and 5th-round picks, Pittsburgh now own 10 picks in this year's draft. The Steelers own picks 20, 52, 66, 84, 123, 142, 176, 194, 209 and 221. Last month, Pittsburgh GM Kevin Colbert looked ahead towards this year's draft. For the 7th consecutive year, the Steelers are expected to spend their first-round pick on the defensive side of the ball. The current favorite to be Pittsburgh's first-round pick is University of Michigan linebacker Devin Bush. The player ESPN draft guru Mel Kiper had the Steelers selecting in his first mock draft. The Steelers tied for the NFL lead with 52 sacks this season, but the weakness on defense was at inside linebacker, as they struggled to replace Ryan Shazier, Kiper wrote. The phrase I keep repeating about Bush is perfect for today's NFL. He would be a great fit as a 3-down linebacker who never has to leave the field. At 5'11", Bush is undersized, but he should test well at the combine. Bush racked up 161 tackles, 18.5 for loss, to go with 10.0 sacks and 11 passes defense during his final 2 seasons at Michigan. Bush is ranked as the 3rd best inside linebacker in this year's draft according to WalterFootball.com. TheDraftNetwork.com said that Bush's football intelligence and tackling ability are among his greatest strengths. Higher-level IQ player, involved in numerous concepts, gap exchanges, scrapes, gap fits, etc. in the run game, the website wrote of Bush. Disciplined team player who does well to execute primary responsibilities. Can be influenced by false keys and can be slow to readjust. Explosive pop in the pads. Booming hits have come from either filling an interior gap or from scraping to the boundary and carrying speed into tackles. Off-tackle reps can be compromised on occasion by over-scraping and getting out of his fit on the ball. Another player Pittsburgh will certainly look into selecting is LSU cornerback Greedy Williams, who picked off 8 passes during his final 2 seasons with the Tigers. Overall, Colbert likes the depth at the cornerback and safety positions in this year's draft heading into the NFL Combine, which will begin next week. As we see it right now, it's exciting as we stand here today, Colbert said, via Jim Wexell of 247 Sports. Next week we got to the Combine and we may come away more excited. We may have the excitement diminished a little bit based on health issues or character issues or fickle attribute issues that we'll uncover throughout that process and throughout the pro days. But right now, the way we see it based on what all of our scouts did throughout the fall, our coaches are now getting involved. Offensively, the numbers are really good at wide receiver, defensive tackle and running back. Defensively, there are significant numbers in the secondary, both at safety and corner, and at the linebacker, both inside and outside. Interior offensive line, it's never really deep. Interior defensive line, it's usually never deep. There's just not that many players in those positions. Expect the Steelers to draft at least 1 receiver to help replace Brown. Given Colbert's success at drafting receivers, it's a safe bet that Pittsburgh will select another future star at the wide receiver position in this year's draft. While no receiver taken in this year's draft will immediately be ready to duplicate what Brown gave Pittsburgh's offense, the Steelers' passing game will lean on Juju Smith-Schuster, last year's team MVP, to emerge as the team's new No. 1 receiver.